wise man once said, the moment you step foot outside your comfort zone, you will then know how to change, evolve, and transform. I have made myself an anomaly. I've made myself an enigma and well known. Just for being me. And that's the funny thing, right? Because nowadays, we live in a world where everyone's wearing a mask on top of a mask on top of another fucking mask. I have never needed to wear one. I may have had my hood up sitting in the dark most of my life because of people not being able to accept me, love me, handle me, get to know me, trust me. And I was right. The moment I started helping people, I get taken advantage of. The moment I start opening my heart for people, they want to just crush it. The moment I try doing good things, like a good fucking person, and I'm shut down. Or, best case scenario, people look at my flaws over my strengths. Which is all people do. So what did I do? I stepped outside my comfort zone and I made my flaws and my strengths the same fucking thing. I became selfish. Yeah, I became narcissistic. But because I knew anything you told me I couldn't do, I can do. Hell, I may be holding on to a lot of bitter aspects of life I shouldn't, but they fuel me. See, normally I should be sitting back and letting certain problems go. But if I did that, I would be forgetting there's a difference between closure and fuel. Which makes sense, because maybe several exes, friends, and people I just known, and family even, have left me behind and told me off. Not because they're right about me, not because I'm a bad person, but because I am outside my comfort zone, always changing, always improving myself. While they are too scared to evolve with me. Amber was like that. Lied for a year and a half about enjoying my lifestyle. Lying to me about how much she loved me and the voices in my fucking head. And I showed her every aspect of my life, and what did she do? That bitch is now temporary, like everyone else. And nowadays, what's the biggest struggle, huh? Trying to improve myself, not for anyone else anymore, but to see how many people around me will find that damn beacon, will see that guiding light. Is there any alternative now in life? Maybe not. The world's going to hell. I'm still around. I'm still breathing, I'm still standing, I'm still kicking, I'm still fighting, I'm still crashing, squats, and everything for the sake of I'm progressing with the world. The world is going to hell. The worse it gets, the smarter I get. The more chaos happens, the grittier I get. The more fortitude I gain. The more ambitious I am to survive. The thicker the skin. Stronger mind, stronger heart, stronger body, stronger soul, stronger spirit. That's why no one's been able to put me in the ground. That's why no one's been able to tell me something I don't know. That's why no one's been able to try to twist this illusion people create of me to try to get me to be the fucking scapegoat. I have showed people memories. I have gave people memories. I have showed people my origin story after I was done being ashamed of it. And even then, people spit it back in my damn face. And then now the dilemma is how many people out there can handle my lifestyle. Because see, I said before, the longer I go being me, the more people look up to me, the more people I'm inspired because I don't change a goddamn thing about me. But there's still people that have the audacity to say they love me, they admire me, they adulate my life, only to tell me eventually they nitpick about my actions. Let me explain this one time. There's a difference between what someone wants and needs. I am open to any plan of a beautiful kingdom in the future. It's up to you to decide if you can handle it or not. And don't let these false narratives, because the world is all over the place. Cheating isn't cheating anymore. Now that it branches off. Lying isn't even lying. It branches off. Politicians lie and they can run the country. Porn stars still work and they can still be married, but it's not cheating. Criminals and arm everything. Nothing is what it used to be. But no one's also creating their own definition of what life is. The moment I stop being who I am, the moment what makes me me and how I got to this point becomes discredited. No one out there has the fucking excuse of telling me they can't do something, they can't accept something. The fuck you can't. The world is going to hell. If you can't accept certain parts of my lifestyle that may be frowned upon just because you have a self-righteous white picket fence fucking opinion on it, because that's how you're raised or that's your nature, fuck you. That means the moment the world comes crumbling apart worse and worse and you can't survive it, if you can't face that fact, how are you going to use the terms that you love me, that you admire me? How are you going to tell anyone around you you love them if you can't face the truth? Because if you can't handle me and live by my virtue without taking these basic fucking norms that we live by, then you are not going to see the world. You're not going to make it to that World War III. You're going to be the first to get wiped out because you don't have the head on your shoulders. You don't have your head on a swivel. You don't have that lucid perception. Adapt or perish. I will not change anything about me. You love me? Love me and what I am for. Don't let these basic ideologies of what right and what's wrong. Motherfucker, I recreated the book of right and wrong. I re-altered judgment. What you call right, I may consider wrong. What you call wrong, I may consider that to be right. Who's right and who's wrong? No one. It's our own lives. What I do, fuck what you think, it's right. You know why? Because it's kept me alive. It's brought in resources. It's gained me influence. It's made me who I am. You don't like my BDSM lifestyle? Take your ignorance elsewhere and lie to someone else. You don't like my travel schedule? Take your ignorance and fuck off. You don't like that I put my body on the line in my lines of work? Take your ignorance and take anything positive you ever told me and take those lies and you can go. If you can't handle everything about me or take the time out of your fucking busy life to understand why it exists and learn to accept it with me, you have no fucking excuses why you can't accept it with me. Why? Because it may have been wrong. You may not see it like that. Change your perception. Perception creates reality. You want to be stuck believing that what I do is taboo or wrong? You aren't making it into the apocalypse. You are not surviving in the wasteland. You are not walking through chaos at all. Just because you may have gotten lucky and got away in the past from problems doesn't mean it's going to always happen. I stay authentic. I stay me. I stay who I am. If you can't accept me, then take your lies that you've always told me and walk away. If you can't learn to be ingrained in this lifestyle, you do not deserve to speak to me. You do not deserve to have any judgment towards people like me. Because I am no one's scapegoat. And I will not be degraded like you degrade yourself.